ice climbers.
Oh,
They should be in Street Fighter 5.
people calling you out on that apple juice.
That apple juice.
It's nothing like a refreshing Coca-Cola.
Delicious. He's got hype juice, people. You guys don't even know.
Coca-Cola. They don't even know.
They don't even know.
Do you smell that hype juice?
Hype juice. You can't get that anywhere else but Montana.
And by
Melee
hype
people.
juice, I mean Coca-Cola, of course.
Of course.
Here at an official business, it's always
business.
always business. We're gonna move into the next set of winners, which I believe
Diego and Oliver.
is Diego or put Diego in the Jinsei and Oliver Insano Flex.
You know, I've been quite impressed with a lot of Oliver's play recently. He's been doing real strong, and I think he surpassed me in Street Fighter long ago. Like, I've just been trying to keep up, and I'm just like, I can't fight Boxer anymore. I just can't.
Shout outs to my Kohai King Toto out there. I trained that guy in Street Fighter, and now he's just been ravaging tournaments in the Montana scene.
It's so nice to see them grow up right before your eyes. It just chokes you right on up. Look at that. Yesterday he couldn't handle Blanca. Today he's eating him alive.
Man, like, having someone that you train to play and is like just destroying the scene, including you, there's a soft spot for me, you know?
Yeah, like, you can't hate that. You really can't. Like I want to get mad at Oliver so much because I remember the days where I would literally pick random and just do what I thought that character did, and he would get blown up every single time.
And now he's in top 8, and you're sitting with me in the commentator's booth.
Yep, exactly. I'm just like, yep, it's time to retire to the commentator's field. This is the retirement home of fighting game players
It's
right
such
here.
a bummer.
It is.
We got
retirement.
That seemed a little sketchy, but we knew we decided ahead of time because someone told me it was 3 out of 5, and so he knew going into it like we were playing 3 out of 5. So it wasn't like I was like, oh, actually it's 3 out of 5, like after he lost. But
Yeah, it's kind of what I figured. You want in on this?
yeah, sure.
No, he has to play his game. So I want people who are not in the bracket commentating,
Yeah, you
so we're not
focus on
switching
not at
matches.
all?
Yeah.
Not at all. So if you get
You
knocked
focus on
out,
your matches.
you can come here and be salty.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna
You're-
be after
you're-
I win.
Come
Keep
here
on
for the
going.
salty interview. Salty after interview. That's a good idea. One of the things I didn't like about running Beatdown was being tournament organizer and in the tournament myself because I feel like I couldn't concentrate on both at
It's
the same
really
time.
hard. That's why I chose not to play in the
Yeah.
tournament this year, because obviously I'm going to be in grand finals and stuff. Top
Obviously,
8.
you would have
So,
just
like,
taken it all.
no,
Give
I
these
can't-
other kids a chance, Felix.
Exactly.
Come on.
I can't be running this.
See,
if
you're
I'm
such a
running.
you're such a nice guy. Let the kids run free.
Everyone knows that me versus Street Fighter is a 9-1 matchup in my favor.
So that was great. What do we got going on stream here?
Right now we're just sitting and waiting until we get the next matchup.
Okay.
Which should be coming up. Let's see here. Can we pop it into the 2-screen there? Stream controller Russ. And we got Diego and Insano Flex coming up.
I like your little Dilmon or setup there. Is it possible
yeah.
to get the stream chat up there? Because I want to answer some of these questions.
Unfortunately, there isn't, because the way my screen captured my my setup is going on right now. I'm having a little jank problems with the capture card.
Yeah.
So I have to do a screen region versus actual having the stream on XSplit.
Okay.
Hopefully it's a problem we can get fixed out in the future, but for now it's kind of like this is going to be the
That's
side
fine.
stuff.
As long as I can just see everything clearly. That's what's important.
And we got adjustments going on, of course, and they're just they're gonna go for it. We got a Cody player. He's gonna stick with Cody, I assume, and a boxer. Should be this.
Yeah, this is what I was expecting.
Is this what they're gonna do?
Yep. This is what I was expecting. I was talking to Oliver about this last night. He said Diego plays Cody and he can play DJ, so you're probably gonna fight DJ. What's a worse matchup for Boxer? I think the Boxer Cody matchup is about 5-5. And it could go either way. Like, Cody's got pressure, but Balrog has a few options and has pressure himself.
But we gotta stop all this black on black crime, dude.
I know, right? I thought we were making progress, and we're just making some black pit fighters.
This must be how they fight in the street. This is Street Fighter, after all.
This is going to be like pretty tough for Oliver to get past, but I think he's confident enough in this matchup to like really play it through. I got to give credit to Oliver because he's been playing, like he plays a few other characters, but like he sticks with Boxer in tournaments no matter what. Unless he feels like something is just unwinnable, like he won't do it.
And as far as matchups go, like what are we looking at here? I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah, look up the matchup. But I believe it's a 6-4 DJ's favor.
6-4?
Yeah.
We'll find out here in a second. Is this a butt check or are they going straight in?
No, they should go straight in. That was a nice leap over the EX fireballs from Oliver.
And put Diego in the Jinsei, who's running DJ right now. He's got the life lead.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was a nice rush punch. He blew up EX Sobot. Oh, he went for the Balrog special. Oh, that was a trade. That was real close. Oh man, that was a nail biter.
So looking at the matchup on Event Hubs, it's a 4.8 to a 5.2.
I take Event Scrub's words with a grain of salt.
And they're putting it in actually Boxer's favor.
Is it Boxer's favor?
They're putting it in Boxer's favor.
I don't
This
believe
is
that
probably pre-patch. I don't know as far as
Yeah.
patches go.
I don't think they keep that updated too well. But the reason that matchup, what I know of this matchup is that the fact that Light Fireball alone on DJ like dominates Boxer from a certain range, because even if he turns around or does turnaround punch, if he gets through, he's still safe. But most of the time, like I would say like 70 or even 80% of the time, it just won't go through, period. So Oliver has to rely upon a lot of like walking forward, like blocking, a lot of focus attack, dash-ins, like stuff that he could totally do, but you know, one of the harder options is to like not burn up your meter just trying to get in, because DJ, once you're actually in, like DJ like you're seeing it right now, DJ has these block strings. He's gonna keep you right on out with some chip damage.
And he's got sitting on a full stick of butter. So
Yeah, he is. He can do EX Sobot like a lot of the time.
And he could close it out if he gets a good confirm here. He can
Yep.
cancel into super
Yep.
and close it out, no problem. But getting some
Nice.
pressure. He's in jail right now. Surprise, surprise! DJ's in jail. Look at that guy with the Rastafari colors.
Oh, racist.
No, it's not racist. It's just like he's just like a turtle character. He's got to hold back, and he's getting in there.
Well, I mean, he is wearing the hoodie, and Balrog is a criminal, so I don't know what to tell you here. Like,
And DJ taking it, of course.
yep.
Obviously, you told Insano Flex about the matchup earlier, which is against Cody. Was he
Yeah.
expecting a DJ at all?
Yes,
this?
yes, he was.
So he was.
I told him about it, and I know for a fact Diego can play DJ just fine. So I told him, and like Oliver said, like, well, I'm feeling pretty confident. Like, I think I can handle it if I play it like the right kind of game, which is like getting close and don't let DJ do this annoying.
Oh man, look at them knees. He's so on point with them right now.
He
He's
is.
so on point. And they're both tied up on meter. Good block. Watching that for that overhead. Not a lot of people going for that that lower.
Yeah, like it's just something you don't really do too often unless someone's like stand blocking everything. So most of the time you want to crouch because that overhead is like very seeable.
And we got the chip. He chipped him out.
Yeah.
So no problems there.
This isn't looking good for Oliver. He's got to clutch it out.
I'm also noticing not a lot of headbutts from Insano Flex.
No,
Like, he
headbutt's an awful option. Like, it's so unsafe.
when he sees that knee coming in, that knee's not going to cross up, right? So, I mean, like...
The thing about that is that a lot of times that's really safe since it actually lowers your jump arc. Like, when you do the knee shot, like, you actually stop your momentum going up, and then you start to drop. So you don't get the whole, like, you can't really cross up with it unless you go, actually, I don't even know if it can cross up. I think most of the mix-up is cross up medium kick, or like you use the shoot move in the air in order to stay in front.
And just
Like, he's gonna try to zone him out.
zoning him
here.
out, but, I mean...
There's no reason for Oliver to go in. He made, like,
Yeah,
DJ, like, I would say, like, oh, you shouldn't let DJ build meter. He already has full meter.
If anything...
Look at him
he
play
can-
Super
he can
Mario
head-
right here.
He can
He's
headbutt
like,
his
whatever.
way through these slashes. and build meter along the way. Like
Yep.
he needs to get in there. Alex is just going to give him an opportunity to build meter.
I think Oliver's confident that he can play the patience
Ooh,
game.
breaks it. Here we go.
Yes,
hit.
that was good. One of the credits I got to give Oliver, he's one of the most patient players. Like, he doesn't really care too much if you have a life lead. He knows. He just doesn't, like, he isn't going to just go nuts and go crazy and go in all
Also,
in.
he's sitting in winners right now, so even if he loses, he still has
Yeah.
a chance.
Oh, that was nice. He went for, I don't know. Sometimes I believe that the reason some people don't ever fall for the real frame traps here is because they just don't know it's a frame trap and they're just going to block everything anyway.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm not going to press buttons. Like, I'm going to wait for something I notice.
Ooh, some good normals right
Yeah.
there. And now DJ can zone because he's got the life lead. He's got a big life lead.
Yeah,
He's got
that's,
to look for that
yeah,
turnaround
that's-
right there. Too
that's
slow. He can
slide.
react to that, no problem. If anything, he should be watching for the EX dash punch. So, but now he doesn't have enough life to work with, so he has to stay on the aggressive.
yeah, that was just two.
And that's two out of 3 right there. So
All right.
Diego takes it.
Oliver's and the losers.
He
Yep.
still's got a chance. I think we got Oliver going up against. He got knocked down, so he's going to be playing the winner of the Butte game, that Ola Bird Swift Stick matchup.
Yep.
And the stream talking about MK during this prime Street Fighter hour.
Yeah, I get it. You kids love your violence.
These kids and their fatalities.
Brutalities. Being in the Jinsei.
We got people running up. And Diego just,
Diego doing the maraca. Don't forget to buy a CD,
he's
people.
all smiles.
That's how you know DJ's a good fighter, because he has such nice teeth. Somewhere along the line, he should have got popped in the mouth for being so cocky. He's like, you can't do that. He's just gonna so bot you.
I mean, who do you compare that to? Like Zangief?
Yeah, he's just like battle scarred, and he's like, he's just all in, like, hugs. It's because he takes so many shots incoming.
Oh, Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
We got coming up. We got John D. And on deck, I think we have John D. and Robotech. Yeah. So this is another cross-region matchup. We got that's John D. playing out of Billings.
He's playing out of Hardin, but close enough to Billings.
It's
Close enough.
Billings.
And then, it's fun.
And then Robotech playing out of Missoula. Gonna get a quick button check in. Robotech been playing Zangief throughout the tournament, but he does also have a pocket Cammy he can get to if there's a really bad matchup. I think he hasn't been playing Street Fighter at all as of late, so I expect him to stick with Zangief all the way through this tournament.
Yeah.
And the stream calling out for John D.
Yep.
And honestly, I think the crowd is behind Robotech. I think that he's the crowd favorite right now. But John D playing a very strong Ryu. Did you get a chance to see him at all this tournament?
Yeah, I've played against him quite a bit, actually. Like, he's quite capable of winning that matchup if he actually just doesn't panic and, like, just keeps Zangief out. That is the matchup. Like, there's every other matchup, and then there's the Geef matchup for every character.
The Geef matchup is so good and so bad for some people.
It doesn't matter what character you play. You have to think about that matchup in its own way. It changes your style completely, and it doesn't matter. Like, oh, you're like a pokey Zony character. Like you're gonna like not. If you're a pokey Zony character, you're gonna do the same things, but you gotta be wary of keeping
And
them out completely.
you see Joe just floating on that Wumbo. I think that under normal circumstances, he's gonna run Siberian Blizzard just to keep it locked down.
I don't agree with a lot of Siberian Blizzard unless you know
It's
something
so
about
hype, no.
It is. I love the hype. I really, really do. But most of the time, you want to go for those dirty Ultra 1 setups. I do agree with it in like some matchups. Like, oh, you want to do that like with Cammy or like anybody that's going to take to the air at any point.
He's got Wumbo set up just in case for that option.
He's covering it. He's covering his bases.
And right off the bat, both building meter. I mean, Zangief getting hit for it. Robotech
she finished ABU.